Where's his buddy? That's what I'm trying to look for.
Behind that tree, I believe. In the middle tree.
Okay. That's fucking crazy that you're just like sitting there.
Stealth.
Not even prone, man.
Ninja.
You got some balls. Fucking ninja balls.
Once it goes 3. Shit. Okay. You're
That's
going
him.
down. He didn't see me. I'm waiting for his friend to pull him up.
There he is.
Yeah, do the thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hello guys, and welcome to the world's most detailed, highly comprehensive PUBG tutorial for noobs and pros alike. I'm your host, SquadMasterBitch. A little bit about myself. On Season 5, I have achieved the world's 49th place in solo ranking and 48th on Asia server. If that's not impressive enough, I did it with a KD ratio of lower than 1 kill per death. I'm not just bragging, although I am, but what I'm trying to say is, there are many ways to play this game, and my approach is survival strategy tactics. If you're a sharpshooter, you can combine your aim with the strategy and greatly increase your chance of getting that chicken dinner. If you're a new player, you'll have a better concept of the tempo of the game instead of just hopping from houses to houses and not knowing where to go. All info and references mentioned in this and future videos will be listed in the description, and timestamps will be applied for your viewing pleasure. So, without further ado, let's get into Chapter 1, Pre-Game Requirements and Settings. 1. Hardware Requirements. I'm not going to go into CPU and GPU specs because for most of the players, it's just a matter if we're ready to spend a few $100 for a proper upgrade. But here's how to find the information of your frame per second from Steam to determine if you need an upgrade. First, open your Steam client. Go to the top left corner where it says Steam, click on Settings to open the Settings tab, then go In-Game Options. On the right, make sure Enable the Steam Overlay while in-game is checked, and choose the drop-down menu below from In-Game FPS Counter. Choose the location where you wish the FPS count is shown, and click OK. One more step, go to Library, and right-click on PUBG to go to Property, and make sure Enable the Steam Overlay while in-game is checked. The FPS counter will appear on the location you've selected next time you log into the game. What I do want to talk about, and I'm sure all experienced players will agree on this, is that you do need an earphone and a microphone to play this game. A huge percentage of this game requires you to gather information of where the shooter is shooting you from, and a speaker just can't cut it. You will need to constantly communicate with your teammate, and the game does not come with a messaging system, nor would typing be an efficient way to communicate while you're being shot in the head. If you're looking for an inexpensive suggestion of which headset to get, I'm using Microsoft LiveChat LX3000 to play my games and record this video. Sexy voice not included. The last thing about hardware, and also my personal experience, if you have a higher end graphic card, say something like 1060, you will need a monitor that can sustain that action. I've recently upgraded to a 144Hz monitor and it totally revolutionized my whole gaming experience. I was able to get rid of all stutters in my game. The monitor I got was the AOC Agon AG271QX27, the 27-inch one, and it was a little bit out of my price range, but this has been the most satisfying purchase I've made in years. So, my suggestion is, if you have a good graphic card, make sure that your monitor can release the full potential of that GPU. Now, since hardware specs and technical mechanisms aren't the essential part of this video, we'll conclude it here and move on to the next part, in-game controls. 2. In-game controls. Once you get into the game, go to the top right corner and click on the setting icon, Inside graphics, you can choose your language setting. Choosing English will allow you to see red blood when someone is shot, and green blood in some other language settings. If you're using an NVIDIA GPU, you may have the option to enable shadow play. If you don't see this option, go to nvidia.com and download GeForce Experience. Also, please remember to upgrade your graphic drivers to the newest version. I use this to capture all my full games and highlights. We'll get into this in a chapter later on. For screen mode, I suggest leaving it as full screen. Although full screen windowed allows you to alt-tab faster, it eats away say 10 to 15 FPS. For quality, I'm leaving everything as very low, except for viewing distance being ultra. You can try out motion blur to decide if you like it, but I personally prefer it disabled. In general, I think V-Sync is better for lower-end graphic cards as it stabilizes your FPS, but do test it out for yourself. In control, general sensitivity is for when you're walking, running, or just looking around. Vehicle driver sensitivity is when you look around in the vehicle. Targeting sensitivity is when you hold down your right mouse button to aim, and scoping sensitivity applies to holographic and red dot. 2x, 4x, and 8x is for those scopes precisely. You'll need to test these out to find the best sensitivity that suits you, but your general sensitivity should allow you to turn around on stairs with one swift mouse movement. Moving forward, these settings are the common FPS settings, first-person shooting settings. The interact key is used to open doors, pick up items, get in vehicle, and reviving teammates. Toggle camera allows you to switch between first-person view and third-person view. The original button is V, but it always got in the way when I try to switch my firing mode, so I change it to hyphen. Auto run is a very important one. I set it as Y. Free look is the most important key in third-person view. Leave it as left alt. Firing should be straightforward. I remove my next and previous weapon setting as I only toggle between the first two primary weapons. I'll leave the sidearm as 3, since I may, in some small chances, use pistols in the beginning of the game. I switch the fire mode to V and adjust scopes to F4 and F3. Peeking is the same as usual FPS shooting games, and you can use the axe to unarm your weapon. When you have scopes, you can hold shift while you're steady to reduce the moving of the crosshair. And frag grenades are the only grenades that I use, so I set it as G. For medicine supplies, 3 is for bandage, 6 is for first aid. 4 and control 4 allows me to drink the Coke or take the painkiller. For driving, just make sure you pick a key for pitch up and pitch down as you ride the motorcycles. That's the only vehicle that it really affects. Set the vehicle seats to F1 through F5. It's much easier to do that instead. Make sure you set the keys for swimming. Swimming underwater is faster, but you need to come up for air from time to time. Set toggle map as T and inventory as caps lock. Item quantity control key plus the right mouse button allows you to drop certain amount of items. And finally, the most important button while playing with your teammate. Set map marker at current location. It reduces a lot of which building are you in? Which one are you? Where did you drop the bullets? And dude, where's my car? Those kind of bullshits. In sound, you can reduce the volume of BGM so your ears can get a rest during games. Set my voice as push to talk so you can still hear all voice channels without making noise to other players. Essentially, you will use a third-party chat program since the one with the game is very glitchy. In gameplay, Equipment's HUD and Weapon Slot HUD allows you to see these things on your screen. I think that concludes the in-game control. Now let's move on to add-ons for the game. 3. Reshade. Reshade is a common program used by players to crisp up and brighten the colors of PUBG. It's allowed by PUBG to use this add-on to improve the color quality of the game, although it may still eat away say 5 to 10 FPS when you apply it. A separated clip has been made to introduce you to Reshade. You can click the link at the end of the video to go there. The next topic is going to be a little controversial. Autohotkey. Autohotkey is a macro program that allows you to combine crouch and jump to do a big jump. The big jump is very useful in the game, since it allows you to jump out of windows and jump higher onto roofs, and creating tactical advantages. Some old school players prefer to do it manually, while other players rather have it as a standard jump, which you can easily perform. The lead community manager from PUBG answered the question whether using Autohotkey is allowed. The short version is, "It's okay at the moment. If it's not in the future, we'll make sure you know." You find the original discussion at the link in the description. So here's how to set up Autohotkey. First, go to Autohotkey.com and download Autohotkey installer. Once you install Autohotkey, nothing would happen. You have to right-click on your desktop, go to New, and the fourth or fifth from the top will be Create Autohotkey Script. Once you've done that, right-click on the new file and click Edit Script. Copy and paste the script that fits your crouch key from the description and save the file. Right-click on that file again and Compile Script. The new file with the H icon is the file you activate your script from now on. And you must do it every time you start your computer. A small icon will appear on your system tray if the script is working. There you have it, guys. The first chapter of a series of videos to help you understand all aspects of PUBG. I welcome any questions that you may have and appreciate any suggestions you may give. Making this video for you guys was really fun, but it also took a lot of time and effort. So don't be shy, hit that like button and subscribe to show your love. Thank you for watching. This is SquadMasterBitch. I'll see you at the next chapter.